have one of those ice block things that you put in the freezer?
Sorry.
Oh, okay. That's good. That's the cups after what happened. No, not yet.
Sorry about that. Yeah, we can go ahead and go live, Maria.
That's one of
Check,
the
check, check. There we go. I think that's good, right? Levels
Yeah.
coming up.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
All right. All right. Welcome into the Post Oak Little League Angels versus Astros game. Got the Angels as the away team tonight. Astros as the home team. Go over a little bit of lineups here for the top of the order, top of the first inning. For the Angels, going to be number 4 center fielder Self, number 3 second baseman Cockrell, shortstop number 11 Dominguez, the pitcher number 8 Fuqua, the catcher number 2 Adams, right fielder number 18 Adam, first base number 12 Zinn, center fielder number 1 Young, rounded it out for the Angels at third base number 34 Pierce. Now for the Astros side of things, leading off, playing catcher behind the plate, number 20, Camarda. Followed next, number 10, pitching on the mound, Smith. And at shortstop, number 6, Jack Maggie. At first base, number 44, Ferber. At center field, number 24, Trey Levin. Second baseman, number 2, Brooks Maggie. Batting 7th, number 7 in right field, Cyrus. Batting 8th at third base, number 23, Van Dyke. And rounding it all out in left field, number 9, Russell. Right now, Smith is on the mound warming up for the Astros. A little bit of pre-game weather. Boys and kids still throwing the ball around. Got the second baseman moving in closer to the base, waiting for the catcher's throw down. Currently watching the Post Oak Little League Juniors Winners Bracket Finale, the semifinal between the Astros and Angels. We are at Havens Priest Juniors Field. I'm Kyle Harris alongside Maria Carrillo, Skylar Gillespie, McHugh, and all these other great guys producing this game for us tonight at Vype out here at Post Oak Little League. We are going to have the semifinal between the away team Angels and the home team Astros. We got the Astros infield at the mound, currently talking to Smith. Got the center fielder Self warming up in the batter's box for the Angels as he's about to come up to the plate. The infield starting to disperse around Smith as they're continuing to talk, looking at the umpires, seeing if home plate umpire is ready, as he was talking to the third base umpire. As soon as he steps up to the plate, we will get some good Post Oak Little League baseball coming for you. It's a beautiful Sunday night out here in the great city of Houston, Texas. Thank you for joining us. Hey Maria, am I on right now? Yes. I see this cord going to there. Okay. Cool. Testing. Mic check, 1, 2, 3. And we are here. Game is about to begin at a Post Oak Little League. Got the Angels versus the home team Astros out here for the semifinal game here at Post Oak Little League. My name is Kyle Harris, here with Vype Media, alongside Maria Carrillo producing, and looking forward to a great ball game tonight.
Yeah.
All right, and the throw down from Aggie scoops it for the Astros. And Smith is about to start his outing on the mound for Post Oak Little League Astros.
I didn't.
All right, and the right-hander Self steps into the batting box for the first pitch. It's the number 4 center fielder for the Angels. And first pitch, and he's hit. It's coming in from Smith, a little bit too inside on Self, and his first at-bat's going to be a hit by pitch. He's going to take his base at first. Coming up for the Angels, second baseman, number 3, Cockrell. And the pitch in there from Smith is a strike. As Smith takes a look over at Self at first. Working out of the stretch after his first pitch was a hit by pitch, and Self was off. Fouled back, though, by Cockrell, and the count goes to 0-2. And swing and a miss there from Cockrell. He strikes out, but nice job by Self at first to steal. So Smith gets his first strikeout of the game. Coming up now for the Angels, the shortstop, number 11, Dominguez. Dominguez, another right-hander, coming in for the Angels. As you got Self over at second after the steal there. The leg lift and the pitch from Smith. Swing and a miss by Dominguez, and that's strike 1. Smith takes a look at second base, and the pitch. That's fouled back by Dominguez. The count goes to 0-2. Smith steps off pitcher's mound there, takes a little breather, looks back at Self at second base, and the catcher, Camarda, is going to come talk to him real quick as Dominguez sits in there with an 0-2 count. See if the Angels can get the run on the board here early in the top of the first inning with Self at second after a hit by pitch. The 0-2 count from Smith. And swing and a miss. He strikes out, but gets by the catcher, Camarda, and Camarda's not able to make the throw, so Dominguez is going to get on first base safely with a drop strikeout from the catcher, Camarda. So Dominguez on first base, Self at third, got runners on the corners with 1 out for the Angels. Coming up now, their pitcher on the mound tonight, number 8, Fuqua. The left-hander stands in, and Dominguez is off. And that pitch is in there for strike 1. Nice job by the shortstop, Dominguez, stealing that first base and getting to second base now as a hit from Fuqua would score 2. The leg lift and the pitch from Smith. Swing and a miss there for strike 2. 0-2 count. Smith looking over at third, the leg lift and the pitch. And swing and a miss, strike 3. Fuqua goes down swinging for the second out of the inning. And up now for the Angels comes catcher Adams, number 2. So we have a little coaching meeting here with the home plate umpire. He's talking about some stuff over there for the Astros. Currently a runner on second and third for the Angels in the top of the first inning. Coming up to the plate, the catcher, Adams. And a base hit, could possibly score 2 here for the Angels. See how Smith and the Astros respond. Smith doing a great job on the mound. Even though he's got runners on second and third, he does have 2 strikeouts already in the top of the first inning. The leg lift and the pitch. That one's a little bit low for ball 1. Nice off speed there from Smith. The 1-0 count, the pitch. That one's in there. Nice fastball for strike 1. Count goes to 1-1. Smith mixing up the off speed and the heater tonight. And the pitch. And that one's in there for strike 2. Another nice fastball from Smith. And I'm sure he'd really like to get out of this one with runners at second and third and 2 outs. Already has struck out 2 in the inning. The 1-2 count. And a swing and a miss. Strike 3. Astros get out of it. Adams goes down swinging. That's the top of the first inning. We go to the bottom of the first. Angels 0, Astros 0 here on Vype Live. Right. Bottom of the first inning. Still scoreless here at Post Oak Little League. My name is Kyle Harris, alongside Maria Carrillo, my wonderful producer tonight with me. We got the Post Oak Little League Juniors semifinal between the Astros and Angels over at Havens Priest Juniors Field. Also, shout out to QA Skylar Gillespie, Merle Bertrand, Suna. Hope y'all are doing well on a wonderful, wonderful Wednesday night. So we have a little baseball out here. Coming in for the Angels in the field on the mound, the pitcher, number 8, Fuqua. Behind the plate catching for him, number 2, Adams. Over at first base, number 12, Zinn. Second base, Cockrell. Third base, Pierce. Shortstop, Dominguez. And out in the outfield, over in left field, we have Young, center field, Self, and in right field, Adam. And the first pitch is in there for strike 1 from Fuqua. As the Astros are up to the plate now after getting out of the top of the first inning. That swung on hit over to the left side. And that's going to be foul. So we got the catcher, Camrata, with the 0-2 count. Swung on and missed. Strike 3. Camrata goes down swinging. And that's the first strikeout of the game for Fuqua. Coming up to the plate now for the Astros, the pitcher, number 10, Smith. Did a great job in that top of the first inning to get out of it. Takes the first pitch outside for ball 1. Smith having a nice last inning with 3 strikeouts to get out of runners on second and third as he fouls this one back for strike 1. Count goes to 1-1. Fuqua back on the mound. The lefty working out of the windup. And the pitch. High and away for ball 2. Count goes to 2-1. Oh, the lefty delivered the off speed. That one's hit to the second baseman. Throws it over to first base for the first out of the inning. Great job there by Cockrell to Zinn. A little 4-3 for the first out of the inning, or for the second out of the inning for the Astros, excuse me. 4-3 ground out for Smith. Coming up to the plate now for the Astros, it's shortstop Jack Maggie. See how the righty Maggie faces against Fuqua. The bottom of the first inning, 2 outs, no runners on. Still working out of the windup and the pitch. And that one hits the outside corner for strike 1. The leg lift and the pitch. That one just a little bit outside there. Count goes to 1-1. And swung on and missed there for strike 2. Nice cut there by Jack. And Fuqua's got the count at 1-2. Out of the windup, the pitch. Swung on and missed for strike 3. And the Angels get out of it. 2 strikeouts there from Fuqua in the bottom of the first inning. We go to the second, still scoreless here at Post Oak Little League. Angels 0, Astros 0 here on Vype Live. All right, welcome back in to Vype Live's coverage at Post Oak Little League. We're here in the semifinal game between the Angels and the Astros. And coming up to the plate for the Angels, right fielder, number 18, Adam. First pitch he sees, swing and a miss for strike one. Nice job by pitcher Smith to get actually 4 strikeouts in that inning. One of them was a drop strikeout that Dominguez got on base for because it got by the catcher. As Adam fouls this one onto the left side for strike 2. Count goes to 0-2. Adam standing in, the right-hander. 0-2 count, and the pitch. Swung on and missed. Strike 3. Adam goes down swinging. That's the 5th strikeout of the game for Mr. Smith. Coming up to the plate now, first baseman number 12, Zinn. He steps up to the plate to Mr. Smith. Right-hander working out of the windup this inning as we saw him out of the stretch a lot of last inning. That first pitch just gets the outside corner for strike 1. Swung on and missed. Strike 2 to Zinn. Count goes to 0-2. Smith starting to find a rhythm out here on the mound. And that one just a little bit low. Playing umpire is going to call that a ball. Count goes to 1-2. Zinn going to take a little practice swing. Step out of the box. And the off-speed swung on and fouled to the other field over here at Post Oak Little League. Count goes to 1-2. Nice cut there from Zinn. Another off speed, and that gets him chasing ahead. Went into the ground. Camarda going to have to throw over to first, and they get the second out of the inning. 2 outs now for the Astros in the top of the second with back-to-back strikeouts from Smith. Now for the Angels, center fielder Young. And that pitch is in there from Smith, first strike 1. Smith really finding a rhythm out there out of the windup on the mound tonight. That off speed just gets inside to Young for ball 1. Count goes to 1-1. And that pitch is in there for strike 2. Camarda couldn't hang on to it behind the plate there, but home plate umpire going to give it a strike. Count goes to 1-2. And Smith working fast, trying to get this out. Off speed, oh, just inside. Count goes to 2-2. I think Young wanted to swing at that one, but kind of froze on the off speed there. So the count goes to 2-2, and Smith working fast on the 5th pitch to the batter, and that one's in there. Got that inside corner for strike 3. So 1-2-3 inning for Smith and the Astros. We go to the bottom of the second inning, still scoreless. Angels 0, Astros 0 here on Vype Live. All right, welcome back into the Post Oak Little League Vipes coverage. We're in the bottom of the second inning here, and we are still scoreless as pitcher Fuqua gets back on the mound here for the Angels. After a 1-2-3 inning, Camarda struck out, Smith grounded over to second base, and then Jack Maggie struck out. So nice 1-2-3 in the bottom of the first for the Angels, and the first pitch at the bottom of the second is low for ball one. Coming up to the plate for the Astros, the first at first base, Ferber. As Ferber wanted to swing at that one, kind of a little check swing there, and gets in there for strike one. Count goes to 1-1. Swung on and missed there from Ferber for strike two. Fuqua looking really dominant out there for the Angels on the mound. 2 strikeouts in that first inning, and Ferber going to take a little second here, and he's good. As he faces a 1-2 count. And swung on and missed. Oh, it looks like he fouled that one, as that ball was in the dirt, but Ferber just couldn't resist. Fouls that one off. Count remains 1-2. And that one's fouled off by Ferber. Count still remains at 1-2. And Ferber really battling in there, fouling a couple off from Fuqua after he struck out 2 of the first 3 that he faced. And that one's hit to the left side. Third baseman grounds it, throws it across the diamond, and oh, the first baseman just couldn't scoop. That was Zinn over at first base. Nice job by Pierce to ground that one. But that is going to be a base hit there for Ferber. So just a tough throw there from Pierce. Would have got there, probably would have been the out, but nice hit there from the first baseman for the Astros to get him going. Nice single to the left side. Now for the Astros, center fielder Trey Levin. As we have time on the field, coaches talking with the infield, and looks like they're making a little substitution here. Angels making a little substitution here at third. Fuqua's waiting for it. Looks like that's number 1, Young. So Young for the Angels, starting out in center field, now transitioning over to third base. Fuqua out of the stretch, the first pitch inside for ball 1. Swung on a miss there by Trey Levin, and the count goes to 1-1. So Pierce subbing out for Young over at third. And that one's just outside for Fuqua. Count goes to 2-1. Runner at first base for the Astros is Ferber. Swung on and missed there for strike 2. Trey Levin now with a 2-2 count. It's the first time we're going to look at Fuqua out of the stretch this game, the lefty. The leg lift and the pitch. And that's in there. Catches the inside corner for strike 3. And Trey Levin goes down looking. Coming up to the plate now for the Astros, second baseman, number 2, Brooks Maggie. He still has his buddy Ferber over at first. Swung on and missed there for strike one from Brooks. And that one just gets outside. Count goes to 1-1 for Fuqua. One and one with one out. And the pitch. He checked it. Yep. Checked his swing. Home plate umpire looked down to first, and he confirmed it. That was a swing by Brooks. And the count goes to 1-2. And swing and a miss for strike three as Brooks goes down swinging. It's the fourth strikeout of the game for Angels pitcher Fuqua. Coming up to the plate now for the Astros, right fielder, number 7, Cyrus. As the middle infield gonna have a little powwow here with Fuqua. And they're starting to disperse as Cockrell goes over to second base. 2 outs now for the Angels. Runner at first for the Astros is Trey Levin. And the pitch from Fuqua just inside for ball one. That one a little bit high for Fuqua. Count goes to 2-0. Nice little look over, double look over from Fuqua to the first base runner and throws that one in there for a strike. Count goes to 2-1. So Fuqua getting back into rhythm there after the double check. Over to Ferber. And that one's high and outside. Adams throws it down to Zinn. But Ferber getting back at first safely. Nice job for the first baseman to get on with a nice single to start the inning. 2-1 count. And 3-1 count, and that's a walk. So Astros getting the first walk of the game. That was right fielder number 7, Cyrus, with the walk, and him and Ferber move bases. So runner at first and second, 2 outs. Coming up for the Astros now, third baseman Van Dyke. Fuqua has a nice little sidestep there out of the stretch. That one, though, just high for ball one. And Fuqua gets it back in there for strike one. 1-1 the count. Bottom of the second inning out here at Post Oak Little League. Still scoreless between the Angels and Astros. This one's hit up in the air. Center fielder coming in to get it. He slides down. Great job there by the center fielder for the Angels self to get the final out of the inning. After 2, we remain scoreless here at Post Oak Little League semifinal between the Astros and Angels. You're watching on Vype Live. All right, and we go to the top of the third inning. Angels, Astros still scoreless. Smith still on the mound for the Astros. And coming up for the Angels, number 34, Pierce. He tries to bunt, and he goes through. Swinging. Pierce actually checked out of the game. I wonder if this is Baker Johnson. I could be wrong, but first bunt attempt from Baker Johnson. That's a strike. That one he tried to bunt and kind of fouled off over the, kind of fouled back to the fence there for strike 2. Smith has been fantastic tonight for the Astros. 0-2 count. The pitch swung on and missed, and that's strike 3. Okay, that's 34, so that is Pierce, excuse me. Coming up to the plate now. Yeah, top of the lineup for the Angels. Self coming to the plate. Nice strikeout from Smith. He's got 8 strikeouts on the game already through 2 1/3 inning. Swung on and missed there from Self for his first pitch. Self hit by a pitch, his first at bat. Nice job by the center fielder to get that last out there. Swung on and fouled back for strike 2. And that one just a bit high for Smith. Count goes to 1-2. As I'm sure Self's going to battle in here. Getting hit by a pitch his first at bat. The 1-2 count. Swung on and missed. That one's in the dirt. Camarada gets it for the Astros, though. Throws down to Ferber. And that's the first out of the inning. It's a drop strikeout 2-3 if you're scoring traditionally tonight. 2 outs, top of the third inning, and the pitch. That one's fouled over to the right side. Count goes to 0-1. Smith been absolutely fantastic tonight with 9 strikeouts already. I don't know how you have more strikeouts than you have actual outs through the game, but I guess this is one of them. As that one's fouled off by Cockrell. And the count goes to 0-2. Fouled it right back to the catcher, Camarda, and Camarda couldn't handle it and hit the home plate umpire. And Smith now with 2 outs and an 0-2 count. Working out of the windup. The right-hander pitch, and that one's fouled back to the netting. Count remains 0-2. And the off speed from Smith, just a bit high for home plate umpire. Count goes to 1-2. Nice try there by the righty. Cockrell at the plate for the Angels. 1-2 count. That one he waits back on it, hits over his shortstop, kind of bobbles that grounder, throws it over, and gets that out. Really nice job there by Astros shortstop. That was Jack Maggie on the stop. So very nice job by Maggie to corral that ball and throw over to Ferber for the final out of the inning. We go to the bottom of the third. Still scoreless. Angels 0, Astros 0 here on Vype Live. All right, bottom of the third inning, swing and a miss by Russell for strike one. As for the Angels, we have back up on the mound Fuqua, and that's in there for strike two. 0-2 count here to the left fielder for the Astros, Russell. Bottom of the third inning, still scoreless here for the semifinal game, Post Oak Little League, as Russell takes that one outside for ball one. And just a bit low there to Russell. Count goes to 2-2. Fuqua's been doing an excellent job on the mound tonight for the Angels. About 4 strikeouts, and that one's outside for ball 3. Count goes full. I believe it's our first full count of the game, if I'm not mistaken. One of the best pitches in baseball. And Fuqua out of the windup. The lefty delivers the pitch, and that's in there right down the middle for strike 3. Throws Russell at the plate, and the Angels get the first out of the bottom of the third. We go back to the top of the lineup for the Astros. It's catcher, number 20, Camarda, as his first at-bat was a strikeout from Fuqua, and swing and a miss at the first pitch, and that's strike 1. Camarda been doing a great job behind the plate for the Astros tonight. Catcher, one of the toughest jobs, if not the toughest job in the field for baseball. And the pitch inside for ball 1. Count goes to 1-1. Swung on and missed there by Camarda for strike 2. Count now at 1-2. And Fuqua working fast out of the windup. And that one just gets by catcher Adams, goes to the backstop. A little bit high and outside there. Count goes to 2-2. So got a little bit of switch in the Angels field. Got Young moving over to right field after he was at third base earlier in the game. And this one's hit to the left side. Oh, excuse me, right to the pitcher. I was looking over the left side, right to the pitcher, Fuqua. Nice little 1-3 ground out for the second out of the inning. Coming up to the plate now for the Astros, pitcher number 10, Smith, grounded out to the right side, 4-3, his first at bat. See how he does here, as the Angels make a right field adjustment. And that pitch by Fuqua high and outside for ball 1. Now we got number 7, Johnson, back out here for the Angels. Swung on a miss there for strike 2. Strike 1, excuse me. Count goes to 1-1. So Baker Johnson out in right field now, subbing for Young. 1-1 count. And that one's outside for ball 2. Count goes to 2-1. Fuqua still working out of the windup. 2-1 count. The pitch. Oh, just a bit outside. And the count goes to 3-1. And that one's fouled off there by Smith to stay alive. Excuse me, not stay alive. It was a 3-1 count, hitter's count. So nice job by Smith swinging the bat there. Now we go to a full count with 2 outs. And the pitch from Fuqua, nice job. Way to battle in there from Smith. Fouled that back to the backstop. Count remains full.
Fuqua's ready out of the windup. He's kind of slanted his body a little bit than he did originally. I guess just way to plant that foot a little bit easier. And that one low and outside. Nice take by Smith. And that's going to be a walk issued to Fuqua. Coming up to the plate now for the Astros, number 6, Jack Maggie. As we got Smith over at first base. See what Fuqua, the lefty, does. Nice sidestep there. And got that outside corner for strike 1. Yeah, beautiful sidestep from Fuqua. I used to do that a little bit back in my day. Just a little sidestep from the lefty. Gives a little bit of look over the first baseman. If you can add that to your arsenal, it's really nice. As he lifts his leg this time and throws over the first baseman, Zinn. As Smith gets back safely. Triple look there from Fuqua, and out of the stretch, and that one's high and away for ball 1. Count goes to 1-1. Runner at first for the Astros is Smith. The leg lift and the pitch, and that one's just outside. You love seeing that too. If you can see, yeah, you can see Smith on your screen here as Fuqua was kind of just staring at him at first. I used to do that a little bit too when I was on the mound. Kind of just look at that runner, make sure he doesn't go, and then go directly to the mound. And you could see Smith just immediately go back to first as he's kind of afraid that he's going to get that move. As that one's fouled off by Jack Maggie. And the count goes to 2-2. Twos across the board over here at Havens Junior Priest Field at Post Oak Little League, the junior division. As we have Fuqua on the mound. 2-2 count, the leg lift and the pitch, and Smith is off. That one's in the dirt, and nice steal there by the pitcher, Smith. Nice little stolen base there from the pitcher now. 3-2 count from Jack Maggie. I'm sure Smith's over there at second. Just get the ball out of the infield, and hopefully I can score. As we're going to have a little mound meeting here between the second baseman, Cockrell, and the catcher, Adams. Over there talking to Fuqua. As the outfielders are ready. See any hit here from Jack Maggie. Jack Maggie back in the first, struck out swinging, but now he has a full count here in the third. Fuqua takes a couple looks back at second. The pitch, this one's hit to the left side, and that gets in through the hole, through third baseman, shortstop, and it's bobbled in left field. Coming around to score is Smith, and that's going to be a nice double there from Jack Maggie. And that's the first score of the ball game there for the Astros. 1-run Astros. As you hear, let's go Jack, sure from family members in the stands. Nice job from Mr. Maggie. Now coming up to the plate is the first baseman, number 44, Ferber. Ferber got the first hit of the ball game for the Astros. We'll see what he can do here. Pitch from Fuqua down and inside for ball 1. Now this is the spot, right, for Fuqua to just kind of control his emotions and get back on the mound and continue to throw strikes for the Angels. The 1-0 count. And the pitch to Ferber. A couple of looks back there. 3 looks back from Fuqua. And that one just inside for ball 2. Count goes to 2-0. Fuqua just wanted to focus on the runner here, and he steps off, and he's calling catcher immediately over. He's calling Adams immediately over. As you hear the Astros coaching staff kind of clapping, and got the middle infielders thinking about coming in here for the Angels as they look over to their bullpen, looking at the coaches. And they're like, no, let's just keep throwing strikes. Two-0 count to Ferber. Maggie at second. The pitch swung on and missed. And that's strike 1 to Ferber. Nice little swish there from the fans over here at Post Oak Little League. Having some fun with the soccer ball in the goal. Take a couple of steps back, and nice little turn there from Fuqua, and diving back is Jack Maggie. He's safe as there was no throw. Count 2-1. The pitch, that's in there for strike 2. Just hit that outside corner, and we got 2s across the board for the Angels. Astros scoring their first run of the game at the bottom of the 3rd inning here. So it was Jack Maggie with the RBI. And that one's fouled off behind him by Ferber, staying alive there. Count remains at 2-2. Fuqua out of the stretch with the look back. He now comes set. Looks back again. The leg lift, and he turns, and he's off. He's got him in the pickle. Throws over to third base. Third baseman throws over second baseman. Cockrell running, and slides, and he's safe. Nice base running there from Jack Maggie. He got caught right in the middle, and the Angels not able to get him in the pickle. That speed, just able to slide under that tag and a third base. Count still at 2-2. But now for the Astros, the runner is at third. And the pitch. Just outside. Count goes full. Got Ferber at the plate. Had a single earlier. And the pitch from Fuqua, that gets high and outside. That's ball 4. Astros now have runners at the corners. Coming up to the plate now, center fielder for the Astros, number 24, Trey Levin. Trey Levin struck out looking, and it looks like we're going to have a little powwow. Coach coming out just talking to Fuqua, and middle infield comes in. The outfield, center fielder, and right fielder are actually in a kneel. Got the left fielder kind of just standing around over there. And takes his glove off. Great job here by the coach for the Angels to just go out there to Fuqua, calm him down, calm his nerves. Yeah, he's got runners on the corners, but the Angels have 2 outs here. So Fuqua can just keep throwing strikes like he's been doing. He's going to do just fine, but the Astros are on the corners. And coming up to the plate now, center fielder Trey Levin. And the pitch from Fuqua is high and inside for ball 1. And that pitch from Fuqua just gets away outside as well. Nice job by the catcher Adams to get out there and keep that ball from going to the backstop. As ball to backstop, and you possibly have Jack Maggie over at third trying to take that base. 2-0 count. Maggie's got a big lead over there at third. No look from the pitcher. And high and outside for ball 3. Count goes to 3-0. Center fielder Trey Levin. So 3-0 count here. See if he's got the green light to swing. The leg lift from Fuqua and the pitch. And that's in there for strike 1. Nice take there by Trey Levin. Probably would have done the same. Now 3-1 count though. Hitters count with 2 outs. Runners on the corners for the Astros. And the pitch high and outside. Gets away from the catcher. Coming down to score as Maggie slides in safely. Head first slide. And that's a walk. So great job there. Staying aware on the bases by Maggie to score that run after the RBI. And that was a walk to Trey Levin. Still 2 outs for the Angels. And now runners at first and second for Brooks Maggie. Brooks Maggie, I'm sure the brother of Jack Maggie ended up striking out swinging his first at bat. Let's see how he does here with runners on first and second. And swing and a miss, strike one. Count goes to 0-1. Leg lift and the pitch. Swung on and missed, strike two. Two big swings there from Brooks Maggie, and the count goes to 0-2. See if Fuqua can get out of this inning, only giving up a couple. Leg lift and the pitch. That one's fouled over here by the equipment a little bit. And Johnson gonna leave it. As first base umpire just tells him to leave it. Pay attention to it later. Count remains 0-2. Nice job by the right fielder Johnson to be ready to go. The ball is hit, and that one's high for ball one. Running back over to first base is number 24, Trey Levin, as he got a look from the catcher Adams, maybe a throw over to Zinn, but decided not to. 1-2 count here for Fuqua. Working out of the stretch, the leg lift and the pitch. That one is just a bit outside for ball two. Count goes to 2-2. I'm sure the Angels players want to get out of this one. In the bottom of the third, only giving up 2 runs. The pitch, that one high and outside. Count goes full, 3-2 count. To Mr. Brooks Maggie at the plate. We'll see what Maggie can do here from Fuqua. Pitch out of the stretch, runners on their way. That one's fouled back to the backstop. And we're going to do that all over again. As you got first base runner coming back into your screen. Center fielder Trey Levin, as he was able to get on with a walk. Over at second base is Ferber. The leg lift, and he's going to get him. They got him in the pickle again. That's over to Zinn. Over to Cockrell. Over to the pitcher. And he sees them going home, and he's going to throw over to catcher Adams. Adams running down. And they go back and going to chase him down, and he got him. That caught in the bases there was Ferber, the first baseman. Nice job by the Angels there to get out of that pickle. They do give up 2 in the bottom of the third to the Astros. We go the 4th inning. Angels 0, Astros 2 here on Vype Live. Top of the 4th inning here at Post Oak Little League. The juniors division, we have the semifinal between the Angels and the Astros. The Astros were able to get 2 in the bottom of the 3rd inning. Back on the mound for them is Smith. Coming up to the plate for the Angels, Dominguez, and he takes the first one in for strike one. Top of the fourth inning. Dominguez dropped strikeout earlier, but he was able to get to the base for the Astros. And that pitch from Smith, that one's popped up. Over to the left side, center fielder coming over to get it, and he receives it. That one was center field, Trey Levin, for the first out of the inning. And Dominguez goes down with the fly out. Coming up to the plate now is the pitcher for the Angels, Fuqua. The lefty steps into Smith, and the first pitch from Smith is a fastball in there for strike one. Count goes to 0-1. And that one, the off speed in there for strike two, 0-2 count. Now to Fuqua. Leg lift and the pitch. That one's fouled over the left side. Count remains 0-2. Leg lift and the pitch. And that's high for 2-2. Two and two the count to Fuqua. And the pitch in there for strike three. Fuqua goes down looking, sets up the home plate umpire, and he's out. So pitcher Fuqua goes down looking for the second out of the inning. Now coming up to the plate is the catcher, Adams. Adams struck out swinging his first time up. And the pitch from Smith is low and inside for ball one. That one swung on and missed there from Adams for strike two. Smith now with 10 strikeouts on the game already. The top of the fourth inning. He's been marvelous throughout the game so far. That one goes outside for ball two. 2-1 the count. And that one's fouled over the right side. Getting close. And we got a soccer ball over here. Hey, come here real quick, please. And 2-2 count. And the pitch from Smith. And just outside for ball three, count goes full. Hey, listen, kid, we got some expensive equipment over here. I would rather not have to turn around and catch your soccer ball. Thank you. All right, full count, 2 outs. The pitch from Smith. And that's in there for strike three. And Smith and the Astros run off the field. And that'll do it for the top of the fourth inning. The score remains Angels 0, Astros 2 here on Vype Live. All right, welcome back. Sorry about the bottom of the fourth inning. 2-0 count, or 2-0 is the score. We got the Angels down 0-2 to the Astros. Back on the mound for the Angels is Fuqua. He's working out of the stretch. Misses that ball from catcher Adams. And we go to Brooks Maggie. I believe he's going to be back up for the Astros after a weird bottom of the third inning. Got in a pickle over at the right side of the field at first base as Fuqua picked off the runner at first, and then Fuqua realized that runner over at third was running home and decided to throw home, and they got him in the pickle between home and third. So back up to the plate is Brooks Maggie. Struck out swinging his first at bat. And that one's fouled over to the right side by Maggie. Count goes to 0-1. We got Adam back in the right field as Johnson goes back either to the dugout or someone else, as this one's fouled over to the right side again. Count goes to 0-2. Astros with the 2-0 lead as they were able to score 2 in that bottom of the third. Angels with Fuqua back on the mound, working out of the windup, the leg lift and the pitch. That one swung on, fouled. Really nice job by the right fielder to try and get it at him, but not able to. And it goes foul, 0-2. Wind up and the pitch. That one swung on, foul to the right side. 4 straight fouls to the right side by Brooks Maggie. He's looking to swing, that's for sure. First baseman Zinn is ready as he's talking to the first base umpire. Maggie just a little bit behind on the swing. And that one's fouled back to the backstop. Count still at 0-2. So we got the kids over here playing wall ball. Man, I used to love playing wall ball back when I was in Little League. It was a good time, good time. And the pitch swung on and missed, dropped strikeout. Running down is Maggie. He's going to get to first safely. No throw from Adams. And the Astros with the runner at first, no outs. So drop strikeout there from the catcher Adams, but Maggie able to run that out and get to first base. Coming up now for the Astros right fielder Cyrus. Cyrus had a walk in his first at bat. And that one's in there for strike one. Leg lift and the pitch. Swung on and missed. Strike 2 from Cyrus. Leg lift and the pitch. That one's in there. Strike 3 goes down. Looking is Cyrus. And that's the first out of the inning for the Angels. Runner at first is Maggie, as Fuqua gets ready to deliver again. Now up to the plate is Van Dyke. Takes that first pitch outside for ball 1. Van Dyke had a nice swing. His first at bat flew out to center field. See how he does here. The bottom of the 4th inning. Inside, and that's strike 1. Count goes to 1-1. Runner at first is Maggie. Got to first after that drop strikeout and ran after that pitch got by Adams. That one's outside. Count goes to 2-1. I will say, ever since the pitching meeting back in that 3rd inning between Fuqua, he really hasn't paid as much attention to the runners. Just as I say that, he does about 3 looks and a long leg lift, and that one's high for ball 3. It's been really good keeping those runners at first. I know how that is, but you still got to throw strikes, and the coaching staff did a really good job of going out there and just telling them to continue pitching, and they were able to get out of that third with only 2 runs scored by the Astros. And that one goes inside for strike 2. All right, count full. Maggie at first. Fuqua on the mound, the leg lift, and the pitch. Swung on and missed. That was high. Strike 3. Van Dyke goes down swinging, and that's 2 outs here in the bottom of the 4th inning. Coming up to the plate now for the Astros, number 9, Russell, out in left field. He swings at the first pitch, and that's strike 1. Maggie over at first. Russell struck out swinging his first at-bat. Look over from Fuqua and the pitch. That one high and outside for ball 1. Count goes to 1-1. The leg lift and the pitch. And that one is in there for strike 2. Russell looks at that one now. He's seen it. 1-2 count from Fuqua. Maggie at first with the lead, the leg lift, and the pitch, and that's strike 3. Russell goes down looking, and the Angels able to get out of that one, giving up no runs after giving up 2 in the 3rd. We go to the 5th inning. Angels 0, Astros 2. Right, and Smith back on the mound for the Astros. Top of the 5th inning, they lead 2-0. First pitch is low and outside, ball 1. Up to bat for the Angels. It's number 18, right fielder Adam. Seen him out here a little bit. This one's hit to the left side. Grounded by the third baseman, throws over first and gets the out. Great job there by Van Dyke, throwing over to Ferber for the first out of the inning. If you're scoring at home, that's going to be a 5-3 ground out by the Astros. Zen coming up to the plate now. That one's low and inside for ball 1. Zen able to get on base that first at bat. It was after a dropped strikeout, though, by the catcher Camarda. So we'll see how he does here at his second plate appearance. The leg lift from Smith and the pitch. Gets that outside corner for strike 1. Count goes to 1-1. Swung on and missed there from Zen for strike 2. Count goes to 1-2. And Smith ready to go from the windup. The righty and the pitch swung on and missed. Zen goes down swinging for the second out of the inning. Coming up to the plate now for the Angels, right fielder, number 1, Young. Young struck out swinging his first at bat. See how he does here against Smith. And the pitch that hits Young, just gets away from Smith, takes it like a champ though, and he's running down to first base. So second hit by pitch thrown from Smith. He's been very accurate so far this game. A lot of strikeouts so far, but that was the second hit by pitch, one to Young, and then Self actually took the first hit by pitch at the first pitch of the actual game. So hasn't thrown a hit by pitch since then. Now working out of the stretch. The windup and the pitch, and that one swung on and missed there for strike 1. That's Pierce. Up to the plate. Struck out swinging his first at bat. And that one swung on back to the backstop. Count goes to 0-2. So it was not Young that got hit by pitch. That was actually number 42. I believe that's Ryan. Don't have it on my score sheet here, but double check. Swung on and missed there, and that strike 3 as Smith walks off the field. After 4.5, score remains Angels 0, Astros 2 after they scored 2 in that bottom of the 3rd inning. You're watching the Post-Oakland League Junior Division Semifinal here on Vype Live. All right, new pitcher here for the Angels. It's number 11, Dominguez. So he moves from shortstop to pitcher. And first pitch in there from Dominguez is swung on and missed for a strike. Batting for the Astros is the catcher, Camarda. And second pitch from Dominguez in there, fouled off by Camarda for strike 2. So first time we're seeing a righty from the Angels tonight. As I see Fuqua moved over to first base. And that off-speed pitch, ooh, just a bit outside. Really, really nice pitch there from Dominguez with the 0-2 count. Leg lift and the pitch. Swung on, hit up the middle. Second baseman getting to it, comes up and throws, and runner is safe. That was number 1, Young.
used to be in right field, now over at second base. Throws it over to Fuqua, and just not able to get that runner in time. So really good job by Camarda with the base hit single. Up the middle. Really good job. And Camarda's off. This one's hit high in the air, coming over here right field, and Johnson gets it, throw it over to first to get Camarda, and he's out. F9 double play there from Johnson, as Young coming out to dab him up there. Really, really nice job there from the right fielder, Baker Johnson. And that was the pitcher, Smith, so really, really nice job. And swung on and missed for strike one. It's Jack Maggie in there. And Dominguez doing really nice, throwing strikes to start out this inning. And this one's hit to the left side, coming in as the shortstop. Grounding it, throwing it, and he got him. Great job by the Angels there to get out of that one. 6-3 ground out. We go to the sixth inning. Angels 0, Astros 2, here on Vype Live. Welcome back into the Post-Oak Little League Junior Division semifinal between the Angels and the Astros. We are in the bottom of the fifth inning. My name is Kyle Harris alongside Maria Carrillo, our wonderful producer out here tonight in the city of Houston. And Smith comes back on the mound again. 13 strikeouts for the pitcher for the Astros, Smith, tonight. The right-hander has been fantastic, and he comes back on the mound again to face number 34, Pierce. Swing and a miss there. And that's strike one after that pitch in the dirt. Astros with the 2-0 lead after scoring 2 in the bottom of the third. And the defense has held pack since then, allowing no runs for the Angels. 0-1 count. And the pitch a little bit low. A little bit low to Pierce. Counts goes to 1-1. Sorry, it could be Pierce, could be Ryan, Baker Johnson. I'm not sure. That one swung on and missed for strike 2. Count goes to 1-2. I will say Pierce has struck out twice in his 2 at-bats. So here at his 3rd at-bat, we'll see how he does. And that one's outside for ball 2. takes that for ball 3. The count goes full, 3-2 count. Full count from Smith, and the pitch in the dirt. Takes it for ball 4. They check down with first base home plate umpire. You can see he said no swing, and the Angels have a no-out base runner. And excuse me, I'm sorry, that was not Pierce. That was number 4, Self. So my apologies. Self starts the bottom of the 5th inning with a walk for the Angels. Coming up to the plate now for the Angels, second baseman, number 3, Cockrell. And Smith is off. Self is off. The throw down to second base, and he's safe. Nice steal there from Self, the leadoff base runner. And he gets to second base smoothly, no problem. 1-0 the count as that pitch was low to Cockrell. Bunch of lookbacks from Smith, and the pitch. Nice fastball. Not able to catch up with it, and the count goes to 1-1. Smith been very, very good on the mound tonight for the Astros with 13 strikeouts so far. Wow. That's about as many outs as we've had, people. And the leg lift in the pitch, swung on and fouled back to the catcher. Really nice job by the catcher, Camarda, there to hold on to that foul tip. And the count goes to 1-2. Runner at second base is Self for the Angels. And that one gets outside for ball 2. Count goes to 2-2. You're in the bottom of the 5th inning. Just looking, the lighting over here at Post Oak Little League just a bit confusing. I'm not sure if it's the 5th or the 6th. It's my bad. Swung on and missed there by Cockrell, and that's strike 3. As he talks to the home plate umpire, sees if that was a strike. I'm sure he said it was. And that's the first out of the inning for the Astros. Coming up to the plate now for the Angels, the new pitcher that came on for Fuqua was the starting shortstop, number 11, Dominguez, and he swings at the first pitch, and that's fouled back to the backstop for strike 1. Dominguez able to get to first, his first at bat with a drop strikeout from the catcher, Camarda. Got by the catcher, I should say, and then he flew out to the center fielder, Trey Levin, his second at bat. This is his third at bat. Little turnaround there from Smith to make sure runner stays at second, and he resets. Runner at second is Self. 0-1 count. And that one swung on and missed there from Dominguez for strike 2. Count goes to 0-2. Swung on and missed, strike 3. Dominguez goes down swinging, and that's 2 outs for Smith in the bottom of the 5th, who's now up to 15 strikeouts on the game. Stepping up to the plate was the starting pitcher, now first baseman, number 8, Fuqua. Fuqua struck out swinging his first at bat and struck out looking his second. Self still over at second, and Smith going to take his second here. That one's fouled right off his foot by Fuqua for strike 1. As the night starts to come over the sky out here in the great city of Houston, Texas. We are at Post Oak Little League. Got the junior division semifinal between the Angels and the Astros. That one is in there for ball 2. Count at 1-1, 2 outs. Smith looks back at the runner on second. Swung on and missed. That's strike 2 to Fuqua. Fuqua struck out swinging his first at bat, struck out looking his second at bat. We'll see how he does his third time up. Starting pitcher for the Angels moved over to first base. Count is now 1-2 for Smith. The leg lift and the pitch to Fuqua. That's high for ball two. Twos across the board. Thank you. All right, twos across the board for Smith. And he looks back at second base. Sorry, just not with the equipment. I'm sorry. You see why? You see why now? Okay, I appreciate it. Just away from the cords, y'all. Able to handle it though and throws it over the first baseman. That was Ferber, and the Astros able to get out of it. Through 5, the score 2-0. Angels 0, Astros 2 here on Vype Live. All right. And the top of the 6th inning, it's Dominguez on now for the Angels as he came on last inning, coming in for Fuqua, who pitched a great game, moved over to first base, did fantastic for the Angels, just allowing 2 runs at the bottom of the 3rd, and that's really been it, as the defense have been able to hold. Pitch from Dominguez, a little bit outside for ball 1. Coming up for the Astros, the catcher, number 20, Camarda. First at bat, struck out, swinging. Second at bat, grounded to the pitcher. And third at bat got a single, so we'll see how we can do here. His fourth at bat. This one's high in the air. Coming in, the pitcher, catcher getting behind it and not able to get it, and it's fair. Wow, what a play. That's, I hate to say it, but that is definitely going to be an E2 on the catcher. So that's the first error of the night. I know we hate that word in baseball, but Adams should, and I'm sure he'll tell you himself, he should have clearly had that pop up right at the plate. Looked like a can of corn there. And that one gets that outside corner for strike 1 from Dominguez. So Camarda able to get to first off that error. 1-0 count. And that one gets outside for ball 2. Count goes to 2-0. Count, 2-0 score with the Astros leading the Angels. The pitch from Dominguez, and that's outside for ball 3. Count goes to 3-0. Got Ferber over there on the mound.
over at first base rather than Camarda. Excuse me. It's a mistake on my part. And that one's taken for ball 3. Count goes to 3-1. And the pitch from Dominguez. And that swung on a miss for strike 2. Count goes full. As we have Ferber over at first base. First baseman able to get a single early in the game. Swung on a miss there by Trey Levin. And that's going to be the first out of the inning. Coming up for the plate now for the Astros, it's going to be Brooks Maggie. Ended up striking out and then got on base with a drop strikeout. His next at bat, we'll see how he does here against Dominguez. Pitch, and it's hit right to Dominguez, the pitcher. He looks over to first and gets it over to Fuqua for the second out of the inning. Nice little 1-3 ground out for the Angels there. Coming up to the plate now, right fielder number 7, Cyrus. First at bat with a walk. His second at bat struck out looking. And the pitch from Dominguez, that's fouled over the right side, over the netting. And the count goes to 0-1. One gets outside, count goes to 1-1. With 2 outs, runner at second for the Astros is Ferber. And that one swung on and fouled back. Count goes to 1-2. So we hear something from the center field itself, talking to his pitcher Dominguez there. Trying to get that pitch over. 1-2 count. Now to Maggie. And that one's in there for ball 2. Excuse me, Cyrus. My apologies. 2s across the board now for Cyrus. And a pitch from Dominguez just gets inside. Count goes full. Nothing better in baseball than a full count, everybody. I'll tell you what. You know they're swinging, or you know they're waiting back to maybe get a walk. And this one he's waiting back, and home plate umpire calls them strikeout looking to Cyrus. And that's the final out of the inning. We go to the bottom of the 6th inning. Angels 0, Astros 2. You're watching Vype Live.
No. How? It is. Okay. Sorry about that. Okay. That's interesting. Also missed that. Okay. Yeah, no worries. All right, so we go to the bottom of the 7th inning. Smith still on the mound for the Astros with 16 strikeouts tonight. He has been fantastic for the home team Astros. The Angels up again in the top of the 7th inning, excuse me, as that one's in there for strike 1. It's the catcher Adams for the Angels, and Smith working out the windup, how he's done pretty much all night, as that one swung on and missed for strike 2. Smith has definitely been dominant tonight for the Astros. Count now at 0-2. And swung on, hit to the right side, grounded by the first baseman. Let's see if he can get there, and he does. Really great job by the first baseman, Ferber, for the Astros to get that out unassisted. Really good job from 4-4 is what I hear for the coaches. Coming up to the plate now for the Angels, it's number 18, the right fielder, Adam. Struck out swinging and grounded out to the third baseman, his second time up. Now he's up for his third at bat against Smith. That one in there for strike 1. Good job there, though, by the catcher for the Angels, Adams, to even put the bat on the ball. That one's in there for strike 2, way high there, and Adams swinging, as Smith has been absolutely dominant tonight, as that one's high. Fastball's high for ball 1. Count goes to 1-2. You can definitely tell he's been the best pitcher out here in this game tonight between the Angels and Astros. And this one's hit high, foul. It's Smith going over first baseman. Who's going to get it? It was job pitcher, flicked over, and he's safe. Oh, man. And he's looking right at Ferber, like, where were you on the catch? And just the two kind of didn't communicate well. No one said, I got it, as Smith thought Ferber had it and Ferber thought Smith had it. So, okay, up and out for the Angels, Zinn. His first pitch, strike 1. Oh, 1 count to Zinn. Runner is gone. And he got him. Really good job there by the Astros. And Smith is fired up after missing that pop-up there. Didn't know if it was going to Ferber or him, but now the Astros got 2 outs in the top of the 7th inning, 1 out away from the end of the game. Really nice job there from the catcher, Camarda. Come up there and throw that strike on the steal. That one just got by Camarda. Count goes to 2-1. That was Adam on the steal. And, you know, credit the Angels for trying here, getting their runner in scoring position. But the Astros defense has held strong tonight. Here, Postogluli, that one's high for ball 2. 2-2 count, 2 outs. As we are 1 out away from the Astros winning. And the 2-2 pitch from Smith, swung on and fouled back to the backstop. That is number 12, Zinn, able to foul that one back. Zinn has done a great job over at first base so far tonight. As he holds his hand up for the home plate umpire, make sure he's ready. Smith, the windup, and the pitch. Just low for ball 3. Count goes full. And the full count pitch from Smith. That one just outside as Camarda comes up jumping. And nice job there from Zinn to get his first walk of the game and keep the Angels' hopes alive. Coming up to the plate now for the Angels, number 1, Young. That pitch in there for strike one. Camarda not able to handle it, but it was right down the middle as Young striking out his first at bat. Excuse me. Can you please play over there, please? I'm sorry, but we can't afford the soccer ball to hit any of the equipment, okay? Real sorry about that. As Young goes through strike two, 0-2 count with 2 outs. Hey buddy, you got a goal right there. Just hoop at that one, okay? Please. Thank you. Okay, the 0-2 count, the pitch from Smith. He gets out of the zone as that one almost hits him, and that's strike 3. Oh, home plate umpire's pausing. I think it was a ball. That was not a strikeout, as Camarda's kind of celebrating a little bit early. Astros celebrating a little bit early as the count goes to 1-2. Smith has been really good on the mound tonight. 16 strikeouts for the Astros, trying to finish it here. The 1-2 count and the pitch in there for strike 3, and that'll do it. As Young goes down looking, and the Astros win the semifinal 2-0 after 2 quick runs in the bottom of the 3rd inning. Really great job from both teams, and we'll have more coverage of the Post Oak Little League Championship Finals and all others coming up in these next couple days. My name's Kyle Harris alongside Maria Carrillo, my wonderful production crew at Vype. Thank you so much for tuning in.
We'll see you next time. Final score, Angels 0, Astros 2, here on Vype Live.